Hi, Editing Holly. Just to let you all know, this footage is actually from the start of June. Um, my editing software is like really acting up lately, and I had to like re-download and upload and everything, and then I got like wrapped up in like other things in D&D and all, so I just haven't had a chance to edit before now. But just let you know, I have like dyed my hair since this vlog, and this footage is from a month ago. So with that in mind, enjoy! Hey guys! So I thought I'd do a week in life of lockdown. So today is Tuesday. I've got a busy enough day. I just try and keep myself busy. I've got a FaceTime with my friend Alice coming up. I have to put together like this kind of research document thing for a project I'm working on, and later on me and a few friends are going to begin and play Dungeons and Dragons, because we all just thought it sounded fun and we want to try it, but it's going to be chaos because only one person in our group has ever played it and only one person in the group actually knows how to play it, so it's going to be chaos. Okay, so I'm going to grab some food now because my blood sugar's starting to drop, and I'm about to have a FaceTime with my friend Alice, so I'm going to go eat before that. Okay, for lunch I am having granola and yogurt with some strawberries. I've pretty much been just having this every day because it's just consistent and I like routine, and so apparently do my blood sugars. And you saw what my blood sugar was, it's falling, so I've taken a bit less insulin today than I normally would, and I'm taking 5.5 units of insulin today for it instead of like the 7 that I'd usually take, because my blood sugars are just dropping, so I don't want to go low. Hello, hello.
Sorry, took longer than expected.
How dare you leave me alone like this? It's D&D time. Let's see how bad I am at this.
I won't be having Zoom up, so if I look funny, I'm not trying to. It's just me like focusing on a map or whatever. I'm not going to be looking at the Zoom. Really, you shouldn't really be looking at the Zoom either. You should be looking at the Roll20 screen most of the time.
Well, I want to look at Dara, so
We can have it open on 2 tabs.
waiting in anticipation for her
She's
turn.
been watching like D&D videos all week. Like
Shut up.
D&D, yeah. That's what
No,
she's
she
been doing in
hasn't.
Belfast. Yeah.
Oh my god. To be fair, she helped me make my sheet. She like talked me through it.
What a woman. She's going to be better than me soon.
Suddenly, soon, Harriet's gonna be the dungeon master.
Oh god, could you imagine? Chaos.
She's like, you know what? Dara just wins.
Dara Corrigan, look at the beard on Dara. Holy fuck.
Where is he? Dara, say something so I
Jeez.
Hello, Santa Claus.
That is a serious beard.
I haven't seen him. Oh my dear lord. What have you done to yourself?
Really? What have I done myself?
If you turned you upside down, it would be quite funny. Like your beard would
Please
become
don't
your
turn
hair.
him upside down.
Beard will just become regular hair.
Do you get food stuck in that?
So it is 20 to 11 and we've just finished D&D. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it and I can't wait for next week. It's going to be like a weekly thing, so that's something to look forward to during this lockdown. But for some reason my blood sugar didn't react how it normally reacts, so I've had to fight a high blood sugar the entire time, which is weird. So what I'm going to do now is just watch a few videos, continue researching a wee bit, and then head to bed because I'm actually heading up to Belfast tomorrow to pack a few of my things to bring back down because our lease is ending soon. Hey kids, do you know what's fun? A low blood sugar at 3:30 in the morning. Just diabetes things. Yeah, I was wondering why I was just tossing and turning and couldn't fall asleep, and thought I'd check my blood sugar and it's low, so that is why. So I'll be up for another 20 minutes treating this. I'm exhausted, but I think it's because I was fighting a high blood sugar earlier and I must have just over-treated it somehow and it's just crashed. So there was a bit of a change of plan this morning. We didn't end up heading to Belfast this morning. We're going to do that tomorrow instead. I was kind of thankful that we didn't head up today because I had, as you've seen, I had a low blood sugar at 3:30 this morning. I was exhausted waking up this morning, so it was nice to get to go back to sleep for a bit. So on the agenda today is to now finish typing up a document I was doing. I need to film something, well, take a picture or video thing of something for the Our Lives Our Voices project, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to plan out another video that you will have hopefully seen before this one and do some exercise, which is why I'm in t-shirt and tracky bottoms today, because I couldn't be arsed changing in between. So how's everyone doing with lockdown? Was it just me who's just like got lazier over lockdown? Because I've just been chilling the entire time. Like, I've been busy, but I've been trying to do so many things that I've kind of not done any of them, if you get my drift. Like, I feel like I have so many things to do that I've just like made for myself that like they're all in like one set period of time that I just hop between them all, and then I'm like, oh, I've got so much to do. We had D&D last night. It was actually really fun. Really chaotic, really enjoyable. Like, I'm really loving it. Which is something I didn't think I'd like for some reason. I always heard like D&D and was like, not for me. But trying it out was actually pretty fun, and I'm looking forward to next week when we do it again. I uploaded a video about why I changed back to injections off my pump, and there was this lovely person who put a comment saying, well, obviously you weren't that well controlled then. See, the thing is, I just want to know, did she watch the video? Because I did cover that I wasn't in good enough control for myself, and I went back on to injections to get control again. So I don't know why this person started commenting, and I will admit that like my first response was like a nice measured response of, yeah, you're allowed your opinions, unless you're my DSN or my endo, you don't really get to comment on it because it's between me and my healthcare team. But then I realised that was too measured for me and I needed to sass. With the Our Lives Our Voices project, every week we have Zoom drop-in meetings. We just pretty much we have a coffee or a drink or something and we all log on to Zoom and just hang out for an hour and just chat and update each other on how we're doing. We kind of just try and push along the project the best we can while we can't physically do things, but we've been doing online stuff. Like at the moment we're doing story takeovers on our Instagram stories. We've been organising fireside chats and stuff. We've been just promoting the project, making memes about diabetes to post every Monday, which we had the best fun making memes. It's kind of a competition with all of us. On my Instagram, like my personal one, I've been trying to like raise a lot more like awareness of diabetes and like the whole like Black Lives Matter movement and all, which I've been told I'm being too political for. Like, bold of you to assume I ever stop being political. Because that's what really annoys me. So when people use the terms opinionated and too political to try and like describe me, I take that as a compliment. Because like, in this day and age, how can you not be political and have opinions about the world around you? I've always had those words used as an insult towards me, and like it just doesn't cut it anymore, because like I've grown into myself and I'm like, yeah, I am opinionated and I do have opinions about politics. Welcome. This is Editing Holly here. I'm watching back this footage and I thought I'd offer a fun tidbit in that my Tumblr username used to be, hey, like the tagline on it used to be, hey kids, wanna buy some politics, because I used to be someone in youth parliament. I used to represent Fermanagh and speak in the House of Commons and all that jazz. I used to have this coat that kind of looked like I was going to like open it up and sell watches out of it, and my friends would joke about that, so I would joke that it was politics I'm selling. So I've always been political. It's like, it's not a new development. So yeah, I'm pretty vocal about what I do believe in, and I do try and use the space I have to bring light to what I'm passionate about. Okay guys, so today I am actually heading up to Belfast today. I'm packed up and ready to go, and Dara will be here in like, that's not a watch, this is my medical alert, why did I look at it? He'll be here in like 20 minutes to pick me up so that we can go. We're hopefully meeting a few friends today. I'm really excited because I've missed them all so much, and I know we see each other through like Zoom screens and all, but I miss physically being able to see people, so that'll be fun. Today I am the person taking over the Our Lives Our Voices Instagram stories, so today I'm showing them what a day in the life of someone with diabetes is. So I probably won't be filming as much today because I'll be focusing on doing that and hanging out with my friends. So there's a little update and I'm excited for this day. I finally figured out what my aesthetic is. It is both looking like a child with like high ponytails, but also looking like an adult. I want to fool everyone into thinking that I'm an adult, but remind them that I am still a child and to please find a more qualified adult to help. Okay, so my takeover of the story is finished. Went quite well. I feel like I wasn't on it a lot kind of after 2 o'clock-ish because I met up with some friends, very socially distanced meet up with friends. We were safe, don't worry. But yeah, it was only lasted until 5 o'clock, so I was getting food then and then signed off. I'm currently about to attend the Zoom chat for the Type 1 infertility event organised by ourselves. Well, really by 2 people a part of the project, so I'm about to attend that. I've eaten boojum and had a bubble tea, which was brilliant. I missed both of those when I was down in Fermanagh. And then we are going to clean this flat a bit, well, this house a bit, because the electricity ran out while we were down in Fermanagh. So some of the food the fridge has defrosted and there is a lovely layer of mould on our floor which we have to clean. The mould has been cleaned. It was truly disgusting, but I'm taking like half an hour to go on my laptop, and then I'm going to pull out the freezers and give them a wee mop and get the rest of the mould out of it. So quick roundup of today, which is Friday. We did a lot but also not a lot. I haven't been, this is the first time picking up the camera because we actually like woke up early enough today, well I did, and then we just packed up stuff from the flat, had the Our Lives Our Voices drop-in meeting, then we began to head home. What's normally a 1.5 hour journey took about like 4-ish hours because we just kept making detours. Like first we made a detour to McDonald's to get McDonald's, and then we made a detour to a friend's house to like pick up some paperwork, and just stood around chatting for an hour. So yeah, it was a long journey home, but I'm home now and just unpacking my stuff that I brought down. It's been a relatively chill day, but a nice chill day. So the last few days have just been kind of boring because it's just been me unpacking the stuff that I brought back down from Belfast with me and putting it in like a rightful space somewhere. There's still some stuff I don't know what to do with, but I'm waiting until I've got everything down so I can get everything put away. I've also just been like editing and typing up stuff, so that's what my past 2 days have been. Not the most exciting to watch, but it is a weekly vlog. That is what I'm doing with my days. Anyway, so right now, this thing on my arm, my Freestyle Libra, it has ended, so I have to start up a new one. You can see there that it has ended, so I need to change that. So what I'm going to do, this is what my Libra comes in. First of all, I'm just going to like hike up. I'm going to change it to this arm. And I'm going to take the alcohol wipes and clean the area that it's going to go on. Yikes. And then these are the two components. You have the kind of, peel this open, and this is like the where the sensor data comes from. And in here, if you twist it, in there is the adhesive and all that will stick onto my skin. And what you do is you line these up, press it down, there it's prepped. That's the needle in there that is going into my skin. I'm just going to wait for this to dry first. So I'm going to put it here, so I line up. 2, 3, 2. I always hesitate putting it in because like it's firing a needle into your skin, and I've seen everyone do it like so smoothly. But I have yet to be able to do it smoothly. Like I'm shaking as I do this every time. That's it in. So in there, that's now empty. The needle that went in has been pulled out, so it's not staying in my arm. It's a wee filament that stays under and measures the interstitial fluid. So it's not actually in my vein, it's like in the fluid around my vein. So it has a 5-minute delay of what my actual blood sugar is, and it measures my blood sugar through the scanner. So I'm gonna load up, I'm gonna load the new scanner, and I can use that in 60 minutes. I'm going to peel this other one off and decide if the footage is too icky next time. You can see there at the back it's kind of already starting to lift off, so you can tell that it's ready to come off. It's been 2 weeks, so there we go. And there's, right there, you probably can't see it, but that's the wee filament there that goes under my skin. It is 9:20 and I am finally exporting the video that's going up on Tuesday the 16th. At least I hope it's going up on the 16th. I still need to do like a thumbnail and all, but it hopefully is going up and it is exporting. See? It's already been going on for half an hour. It's got another like 44 or so minutes to export, and it is my diabetes timeline. It's going to be a long one, but I couldn't really cut out too much more because then it cuts out half my story. So it's a long one, but I hope it's a good one. So I hope people think it's a good one. I think it's a good one, but then again I'm biased because it's my life. If you don't know, my friend Hannah, who's also on the Our Lives Our Voices project, made this like lovely video about like the positives of diabetes for her channel, and I was in it, and it actually made me really emotional because of like everyone's stories and just like the music and all, and it's amazing. And she was the girl whose film I was in, so I already know her and she's amazing, and we're working together on something else as well. So I'll link that down below so you can see it because it's amazing and more people need to see it. Okay guys, so that's been my week. Been doing quite a few things, but kind of probably boring to watch back. I spent a couple of days just editing and just doing D&D with friends and like unpacking, so a couple of time lapses for those, but lockdown's kind of repetitive, so I'm not really doing like the exciting things and going out all the time that I normally would be doing, so that's why there's kind of like a lack of content on that end, because I'm in my house pretty much all the time, apart from brief trips up to Belfast that happened like once in like the 2 months. So yeah, that's a week in the life of like me in lockdown, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, ring the bell if you want to see more, and comment down in the description what else do you want to see from me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!